Welcome back. Mavericks heading to the Gray Chiropractic penalty kill. 11:41 to go here in the first period. No score between the Mavericks and the Oilers. It's Marcus Crawford off for delay of game. And Alex, we talked a lot about the Mavericks PK. They've killed off 12 in a row. They've been impressive as of late.
They sure have. A big part of the reason why is how aggressive they've been stepping up at the blue line to impede opposing zone entries. That's been one of the key ingredients to their success of late, Joe. But without a defenseman, it's going to be just a little bit harder. Crawford having a seat in the penalty box.
Oilers able to keep it in. Petrick now feeds it to the back. Dalmay Malika walks the line. Straight away, shovels back for Petrick. Top of the near circle. Guarded closely by Nolan Sullivan. Hands it up top for Legrone on across Dalmay Malika. Wrist shot through traffic, and that one sailed wide. And it caroms all the way back to the neutral zone. Mavericks coming in ranked 21st on the PK at 78.8%. They do have one shorthanded goal on the year. Oilers come in ranked 6th on the power play in the league, and this one's cleared all the way down the ice by the Mavericks. With a minute 13 to go on the PK, 10:51 to go first period. Good forechecking here on the PK by Cade Borcher. Nearly pried it free from behind the Oiler net. Oilers speed through center. Dalmay Malika plays it out wide on the wing. Olsen nearly forced out of the zone, but he kept the line just barely. Along the far side, Shane Kuzmeski, the former Wichita Thunder defenseman. And it's stolen by Borchard. He'll move it to center. Here's Max Andreev going 1 against 4. Then he'll throw it into the far corner, battling there with Kyler Wall. Andreev, smart play to get it deep and just kill more time. 35 to go on the Mavericks PK. Nothing doing so far here for the Oilers. Connor Roulette spins it down to the near corner for Kuzmeski. He's leaned on by Charlie Wright. David Noel now arriving on the scene. This one's flipped around to the far boards. Kyler Wall with it. He's pressured by Lowhite. Wraps it back around near side. 18 to go on the Mavericks PK. Charlie Wright flings it ahead but not out. Held in by Kuzmeski. Roulette feeds the slot a shot, and that one tipped just wide. It looked like by Parker Coyne out in front, and the Mavericks have cleared off the window and all the way down the ice.
Great clear, and that's going to just about do it, Joe. Make it a baker's dozen now. 13 successful penalty kills in a row for the Mavericks.
Marcus Crawford out of the box, and the home crowd voicing their applause here after a successful Mavericks PK. Able to wedge this one back into the Tulsa end. They'll bank it up the far boards. Justin McPherson back to pick it up. McPherson, short pass to Damian Giroux. He'll bank it to center. Pascal Laberge racing to it. Dalmay Malika got there first. He'll play it ahead to Solik Bakic. This one's pitched across. Bakic gets it back. A shot. He scores. Solik Bakic from the deep slot might have been redirected on its way through. It's the Oilers who strike first here tonight with 9:07 to go to take a 1-0 lead.
Well, the Oilers have done a great job screening Jack LaFontaine to start this game, Joe. They've had a few shots in which he couldn't see the puck whatsoever, and that was another example. Solik Bakic, who scored on Wednesday as well, getting on the score sheet first for Tulsa, and when they score first, they've been really unbeatable so far this season, Joe. 9-0 when scoring first. And that was just a low blocker side snipe by Bakic. Again, I don't think LaFontaine saw it.
And so Solik Bakic, who's now got 3 goals in his last 5 games, gets the tally for the Oilers on their first shot of the night, giving them the 1-0 advantage. The Mavericks 2-4-1 this year when allowing the first goal. Like Alex mentioned, Tulsa with a very strong record when getting that first goal. They now have struck twice for the 10th time this season. Carew plays it up the near side, held in by Reed Petrick. Charlie Wright plays it behind his own net. And a good play there by Jake McLaughlin to work it free. He'll lift it off the glass and out. We get a whistle here. Looks like the puck may have caught someone in the Mavericks bench. 8:34 to go and a stoppage here on the ice. Mavericks able to control it off the defensive zone draw. Under 8.5 to go here in the first period, trailing the Oilers 1-0. Solik Bakic picking up his 3rd of the season, coming unassisted. Here's a spinorama shot from Lowhite that just went wide. Lowhite sends it back around far side. A wraparound attempt, save Boudiette. And he'll sprawl to cover the rebound. And some tempers flaring as Brad Schoomber knocks the helmet off Shane Kuzmeski's head. Nolan Sullivan in the mix as well.
Yeah, Joe, we've seen an upward trajectory in terms of the penalty minutes so far in this series. On Wednesday, there are only 12 combined penalty minutes between both teams, significantly more than that on Friday night, last night. And I think if that trend continues, then we can expect to see a lot more of that this evening.
Yeah, 54 last night, Alex, to combine, so a little bit more than what we saw on Wednesday with just 12. 3 fighting majors in that game last night, which matched a season high in a game this year. The most last season was 5 majors in a single game, which happened on April 5th between Orlando and Greenville. Mavericks will play the Greenville Swamp Rabbits later this year in February. Jackson Berezowski will pitchfork one back to center. Kyler Wall takes over. He'll wrist one in on Jack LaFontaine. Move it off for Marcus Crawford. He'll pitch it up the far glass. And able to muscle it out to center was Damian Giroux. Giroux surrounded by Navy sweaters in front of the Mavericks bench. Solik Bakic pries it free. This one's wrapped back in behind the Maverick net under the stick of LaFontaine. Over to the near side. Goldowski wrapped up there by David Noel. Damian Giroux now pumps the brakes behind his own net. Noel back around to the far side for Crawford. Noel coming in, ranked second among all defensemen in the league with 59 shots on goal and tied for second with 5 goals on the year. He'll take it up ahead, activating on the left wing, and he'll just flick it back in with his teammates changing. 7:10 to go here in the first. Mavericks down 1-0. This one's deflected in from center, so no icing. Nate Konepke back to collect. He's hounded behind his own net. Moves it up the near boards. Cade Borchard able to outlet for Max Andreev. Pass intended for Borchard got picked off. Moving back in. Roulette tried to knife his way through, and now it's Olsen in the corner battling with Konepke. Justin McPherson far side had it swatted away by Sean Olsen. They continue to joust. Good puck protection there, and then Borchard sent down to the ice, and a penalty upcoming here. It's going to be on Dalme Malka of the Oilers. LaFontaine off for the extra attacker. Casey Carew holding on to it. Had it taken away, and now we get the whistle with 6:27 to play. It's going to be a trip here on Olivier Dalme Malka, and the Mavericks will head to the Independence Power and Light power play.
Yeah, it was a bit of a dangerous-looking hit there by Olivier Dalme Malka. They call it tripping, Joe. I think it could have been called clipping or kneeing. And then the Mavericks are going to get their first look on the man advantage. They've not managed to crack this Tulsa penalty kill just yet, but they've looked good on Wednesday and on Friday night, cycling the puck very well in the offensive zone. This is a power play that's had a lot of success on home ice this season in particular, Joe.
Yeah, they certainly have, Alex. Ranked second in the entire ECHL on home ice on the man advantage at 31.6%. 11 power play goals on the year. And yeah, you certainly don't like to see Borchard go down like that, Alex. Luckily, he was able to pop right back up, but one of those dangerous knee-on-knee collisions. Mavericks will control it right off the face-off. Crawford walks a deep slot, hands it off. Gets the return from LeBurge. Tapped down low. Berezowski nearly redirected it at the side of the net. Resets up top now for Crawford. Drifting with it. Hands it off far side. Giroux a shot. That one caught the glass. And it caroms the near side. LeBurge circles out high. He's got a pair of power play goals in the air. Shot skitters wide. Berezowski now behind that. Sets it up far circle for a shot from Giroux. That got blocked away. Crawford has it on the left wing. He'll dust it off. Trading places with LeBurge. Far circle for Giroux. He's forced back to the half boards. Giroux up top, LeBurge. Hands it off now for Crawford. Creeps in, left circle, Giroux out in front. That one got knocked away. Berezowski taps it back up top for Crawford. Mavericks have it set up here. 1:07 to go on the power play. Giroux walks in, down to the goal line. A stuff attempt, save Boudiettes. In tight there on Berezowski. Knocked away to the far boards. Mavericks maintain control. Crawford out high. He's got LeBurge to his right. Goes left to Giroux. His shot, that one caught the glass. Stays in play. Here's McCallum now behind the net. Swings it up top. Giroux on the left wing. Drops it off for Marcus Crawford. Back for LeBurge, far circle to the goal line. A stuff attempt by Berezowski wouldn't go. McCallum was there as well. Behind the net, Mavericks trying to keep it alive. 33 to go on the power play. Just under 5 to go in the period now, and the Oilers will slide it all the way down the ice, but great zone time there, Alex.
Yeah, nearly a minute and a half of consecutive offensive zone time by the Mavericks. They really had the Oilers on their heels there, Joe. They were exhausted, and they could barely skate. So a very timely clear for them.
The Mavericks coming in ranked 23rd on the power play at 16.7%. Borcher now with a burst of speed down the right wing. Hands it back up top. Charlie Wright had it roll off his stick, and he'll have to reload back at center. Wright plays it to Noel on the right wing at center. Andreev scampers in left side. Carew back to Andreev. Button hooks towards the boards. Back up top now for Wright. Swings it across. Noel, a drive. Score! David Noel with a howitzer from the right wing circle. He beats Boudier's blocker side, and the Mavericks tie the game at 1.